If you've been on the internet for the past few days, chances are you have seen Nicki Minaj and Megan Thee Stallion feuding. If you've been on the internet for longer, you would have also known that this has been brewing up for some time now. And it all came to a massive eruption when Megan Thee Stallion released her new single, Hiss, on January 26th. Which shortly after, Nicki responded with a snippet of her new song, and now she just released the full version of the song. And let's just say Nicki is not letting up. Let's talk briefly about the feud, Hiss and Bigfoot, and the internet's reaction towards it. If you're watching this, you probably already know the gist of Nicki and Megan's feud. Megan asked the Barbs to get Nicki and her on Instagram Live back in 2019. They did, and Megan asked Nicki to feature on a song she has called Hot Girl Summer.
So we're dropping a Hot Girl Summer song.
So who's on the Hot Girl Summer song?
Oh, it's just me and Ty Dolla $ign, you know what I'm saying? Because, you know, somebody, they so busy and whatnot.
Oh. Girl, do not even try it. You know I know.
And Nicki gave the verse and video for free. And they released a song which proved to be a hot girl summer anthem, peaking at number 11 on the Hot 100. And it was magical for a while. Nicki and Megan were showing love to each other even after their fans went on war for the number 1 spot with Say So and Savage remix, wherein Say So won. They still were showing each other love. It was a fairy tale indeed. But true fairy tales usually have gruesome endings. And with the release of WAP with Nicki's nemesis at the time, CARDI B, it all went downhill from there. This is where thrown in songs such as Thought Shed by Megan, Seeing Green by Nicki, Ungrateful, Super Freaky Girl Roman remix,
Don't nobody wanna hear that weak shit. Hope tell that goofy get a chair. She was cocky, I could swear to my old tape. So more than your album, drop a tear.
Red Ruby the Sleaze, and Bongos. Nicki also performed a snippet of Big Difference at the 2023 VMAs, wherein Meg and Cardi also performed, and it was supposed to be directed at them.
I ain't nothing like you were you. You could just look up to me. You said you look up to her, but really you look up to me.
The sheer gag of performing that song towards your rivals with the knowledge that they were in the same event, especially with lyrics like I ain't nothing like you or you. Like you can't say Queen without Nicki. Nicki also released For All the Barbs with Drake and Chief Keef, wherein she said, oh look, now bitches is trying to meet up. VMAs was a family reunion, first time in a while I seen all of my sons. Making it clear who her target was at the VMAs and now. Recently, Nicki released her 5th studio album, Pink Friday 2, and it was a success all around. And there were songs in there that some suspect has disses towards Megan, most notably FTCU.
Stay in your Tory lane, bitch. I'm not Iggy.
Which is Nicki's way of saying I'm not as nice as Iggy. If you try to cross me, I won't hold back. Megan, who's also gearing up for her next album, released her 2nd single titled Hiss, and this is where shit hits the fan. In Hiss, Megan can be heard saying, "These hoes don't be mad at me. These hoes mad at Megan's Law." This is in reference to Megan's Law, which is a federal law in the United States that requires law enforcement to make information available to the public regarding registered SOs, more than likely referencing Nicki's husband Kenneth Petty, who is a registered SO after pleading guilty at age 15 to attempted R. Nicki, who didn't waste time, released a snippet of her response towards Megan shortly after.
Hey y'all,
Get Up on Your Good Foot is obviously a reference to Megan's incident with Tory Lanez. You guys know that already. She then tweeted and went on station head to express her frustrations, which I want to save that part for my full updated Nicki v Megan video. Watch that when it comes. But one thing that made me laugh was when Nicki made fun of Megan's flow. But everything she said was put on a song called Bigfoot. Nicki teased Bigfoot with a tweet of its release and Megan crying. In true Nicki fashion, it was delayed, but still, she had the world waiting for her response. She had everyone at the palm of her hands. And people didn't know what type of Nicki we will get. Will we get Lookin' Ass Nicki, Mixtape Nicki, 2017 and 2018 Nicki where she was dragging Remy and then Cardi? What Nicki would we get? What we didn't know was the Nicki we got was Stupid Hoe Nicki, and she went stupid on the track. Nicki Minaj's Bigfoot was the biggest troll we have ever seen a female rapper pull. It was undeniably unserious, funny, and just honestly Nicki at her most hilarious. It harkens back to Stupid Hoe, Roman in Moscow, Tragedy, and just really old Nicki material, but we will get back to this in a minute. First, let's talk about what was on the song, because Nicki said a lot. She starts off the song with, "Your flow is such a bore, drinking a bottle of Henny through a straw. Bitch, you better stop the dialogue for a hit call and buy your catalog." Like, I'm sorry, but starting a rap with that, you know there's no going back now. Obviously, she mentions Megan's tendency to have only one flow and all of her songs sounding the same, which honestly, whilst researching for this video and for my other video, it was kinda hard distinguishing the songs from which, I don't know. But yeah, she also mentions Megan's alleged alcoholism, which she also references in Seeing Green, then proceeds to say that if you don't stop, I might buy your entire catalog of music a la Michael Jackson and Eminem, because after Eminem dissed Michael Jackson, he was so pissed he just bought his music to be that rich. And everything just went crazier after that. Nicki mentions Megan messing with her mom's late partner after she died, Megan crying on Gayle King, or attempting to, as Nicki claims. She also referenced Megan's diss at Hiss with, "This little begging hoe, talking about Megan's law. For a free beat, you can hit Megan raw. If you a ghost ride a party in Megan jaw. Shots thrown, but I still ain't let Megan score." She then goes with the snippet lyric, "Bad bitch like 6 foot. I call her Bigfoot. The bitch fell off, I said get up on your good foot." Nicki claims Megan lied about her lipo, Megan messing with her best friend's man, Kylie kicked her out and made you stumble to the car. With the you get shot with no scar. Again, Nicki mentioned her flow being bad and a no even though she has 3 Grammys, Megan being told to pay Future for a feature while Nicki didn't. Then she goes through some of the alleged people Megan was sleeping with at the time. She won a party with the baby were rubbing on Tory to pay. I guess she needed money bags for them Trey songs. She G-Easy, Carl made her crawl for. Then she honestly said one of the most brutal things in the track. She just mad that no boy ever loved her. No boy gon' stand 10 toes behind her. Is it my fault I got good vagina? Then the most catchiest part of the song came on. She was lying on your damn mama, lying on your damn mama. And then Nicki, as usual to her freestyles, goes on a little speech just talking about Megan more. I know it's the most attention you've ever gotten. One flow hoe, but trust. If you don't apologize to your mama in 24 hours, shit gon' get uglier than Ken Barbie, okay? Don't play. With lyrics like this, you really can't think of the song as anything more than a troll designed to bait Megan into responding. As Nicki said, she does have 4 more installments and songs lined up and ready with more tea to spill. Like, this was just the pregame to Nicki's bigger plan. This really is the Stupid Hoe or Roman in Moscow 2.0, their bigger, more nastier sister. Stupid Hoe was released by Nicki to show that even with a quote-unquote bad song, she would still flourish. And she did. The music video for Stupid Hoe literally created the Vivo record. And even after it was universally panned, like everyone other than the Barbs absolutely hated this song and was even using this as a pillar to showcase music degrading, saying the lyrics were trash. But now go on TikTok, everyone loves the song now and it's a classic. And she's doing the same with Bigfoot. It wasn't meant to be anything other than troll everyone really, Meg especially. And it was a showcase of power to show everyone who the queen of rap really is and who the talking point is. And the fact that she broke 3 records with Bigfoot shows this. She broke the US Apple Music record for highest debut by a female rapper of all time. She has the most viewed female rap video on YouTube in 24 hours of 2024, surpassing Hiss's music video, and also the top Spotify debut by a solo female rapper of 2024. Everyone expected Nicki to absolutely annihilate Megan with Bigfoot, but instead she chose not to reveal all of her cards just yet, playing the long game. And when I say Bigfoot is in the veins of Stupid Hoe, I'm not saying it has the same replayability as Stupid Hoe, because it really doesn't, especially with how catchy and iconic Stupid Hoe is. But not all songs need to have replayability, especially with rap music. If your goal was to make a statement, then all you have to do is get your message across, and Nicki absolutely did. Megan said in Hiss that be you a pussy never finna check me, and Nicki did check her. Said your name, added you, tweeted you directly. She made it known she's not what Megan thinks, and the ball is now in Megan's court, as I don't think Nicki will make a move until Megan makes one. If in the future she does, then I would prove it wrong. What I want to really say about this whole situation is that this is hip-hop. Beefing is part of hip-hop, throwing shots is part of hip-hop. Hip-hop is an extremely competitive genre, and this is entertainment at the end of the day. Aren't you all entertained? If yes, then they're both doing their job. And I'm not even mad at Megan for doing what she did. I actually respect her for it. She knew what buttons to push Nicki to responding, and Nicki did respond. I don't like her, if we're going to be honest, but she did what she did with Nicki, and now she's reaping the benefits from it. Hiss is predicted to go number 2 on the Hot 100, and she did that. No matter what you think of Megan, she played her cards and now she's seeing the results. And even with Nicki, back in Sheether, even after everything that's happened with her and Remy, after it almost derailed her career, she still went on Queen Radio and praised Remy and told her that she did her thing.
You know, with Remy, she handled it. She did her thing on wax, right? Mm-hmm. And I always have to speak the truth. Whether or not, however things went down, I have to speak the truth on that. You feel a certain way, You're a rapper. Deal with it that way and rap.
Maybe not now, but I think in the future, Nick will probably feel the same way, or not the same, but still respect Megan for handling it in raps. There's a reason that Nicki versus Megan is more interesting than Nicki versus Cardi, because deep down, everyone knows Cardi can't rap at all. Megan is actually a rapper, and that's why this beef is so big right now and so talked about, because at least everyone knows there's a fight worth watching. What I really have a problem with specifically is the public's reaction towards the beef. There's this interesting phenomenon with Nicki that everyone seemingly hates her, but no one is willing to let her go. After a few weeks or months, everyone will be back in Gag City. Y'all were just at Gag City a few months ago, posting celebrities on Gag City, making a song specifically with a verse with a Megan diss viral on TikTok, but now it's Nicki officially lost her crown. But I thought she lost that crown back in 2017, and 2018, and 2019, and 2020, and 2021, and 2022, and 2023. It's the same repeated arguments and claims that Nicki is no longer relevant, but a diss towards her was able to get another girl her first top 10 solo hit in her career. That's not irrelevancy to me. I think because of Nicki's rise in her career and her success in merging both pop and rap so effortlessly, you guys still hold on to this idea of Nicki being a pop star, and so she must operate in the rules of the pop world. But she's not. She's a rapper. Do you guys know how much worse and more vile things other male rappers have said to each other and the things they've done to each other? But since they're men, you know, who cares what they do? You only police what women do, right? And that's coming from allegedly people who has the moral high ground. I thought you guys were activists, but you will hold Nicki to a different standard just because she's a woman. And you guys are infantilizing Megan. She's not a baby. She knows what she's doing. She mentioned Nicki's family and she pushed the buttons that she wanted to push on Nicki, and she got the response that she wanted. No one's bullying anyone. Nicki's main jabs at Megan before Hiss were about her specifically. Her album sales, her alcoholism, her being Nicki's son. And do you know when Nicki finally mentioned Megan's mom? When Megan mentioned Nicki's family. So don't try to act like Nicki just out of nowhere mentioned Megan's family, because if you mention someone's family, then you should know that all bets are off the table. Specifically for Nicki, who's very family oriented. Megan has participated in this feud as much as Nicki did. The reason you guys don't see it that way is because you guys weren't listening to Megan's music before Hiss, and none of her disses up until recently really stuck. I see people talk about I feel so bad for Megan's mental health, and I understand that everyone has problems that they go through and we should respect that. But where was this energy when Nicki's dad died? Back in 2018 and even up to now, did y'all care about what Nicki was going through? When her house was raided from fake phone calls, did you guys care? When Nicki's dressing room was shot for the Mama music video, did you guys even bat an eye? When other female rappers held a funeral for Nicki, someone who was very much alive, did you guys even care? You guys don't show Nicki the same grace that you do other women. Everyone on Twitter is dragging Nicki because they are the moral police, but somehow involving Nicki's child and making hit tweets and TikToks about him and Nicki's husband doing something to him is disgusting. Like, that's what's pissing me off. You guys are using actual hurtful things that people are going through as a drag towards Nicki, all the while saying you care about those same people, but you have no problem using people's actual traumas to get your point across. Recently, the father of the girl whose Megan's Law was based on just said that he finds what Megan Thee Stallion said disrespectful towards her daughter. And what did people on Twitter do? They dragged him and validated his feelings, because the truth is, you guys don't care about the victims as much as you claim you do. And that's the real truth. You're willing to twist whatever morality you have just to drag Nicki. Drag Nicki all you want, but at least stand 10 toes behind it instead of hiding your hate on moral righteousness. Y'all hate Nicki but want to hide on values and morals to have a justifiable reason of hating her when you've hated her for her entire career, even before she married her husband. What reason did you guys have for hating Nicki back in 2017 and 2018? Now that you guys found a reason, you're holding on to that. And the fact that you guys supposedly are the activists but can't comprehend the fact that maybe, just maybe, a 15-year-old black man with no money who took a deal to plead guilty to attempted R didn't have the best circumstances around him to defend himself. Now, you're twisting the narrative and making it seem like he's a pedophile because you want to drag and include not only Nicki, but her son as well, who didn't do anything at all. He's literally a child. Mind you, this was also the same justification you guys were using to justify Cardi attacking Nicki physically when Nicki never spoke about Cardi's child. Literally no legitimate proof whatsoever that she did that. So as much as I wish Nicki didn't go on a rant and just minded her business, if I was in her shoes, I don't think I could have kept my cool. And your arguments are never consistent. I remember when she dropped, everyone was on Nicki's ass for not responding immediately to Remy. But now Megan is being praised for doing the exact same thing. Y'all were mad at Nicki for not being direct with Cardi, and then mad at Nicki for being direct with Megan. Y'all were mad at Nicki for not respecting Kim but praising Megan for disrespecting Nicki. You guys wanted the old Nicki, she came back, and now suddenly you don't like this version of Nicki. Imagine making any move and people disagreeing with anything you do. Having double standards specifically made for you. That's gonna tear down on you. The thing thing is, there probably was a version of Nicki who would have ignored the diss or dissed her back in a feature run like she used to, but that Nicki is gone after literally a decade of people trying to come for every single thing that she does. But as much as I think Bigfoot and the fact that it was a troll song was funny as fuck, I don't think that was the best move for Nicki to do. Nicki wasn't really acting based on the best strategy. I do think she has a plan on how she wants things to go, but she's letting her emotions run the show. And as I said, even if I wish Nicki didn't give Megan that much attention, if you guys really put yourself in Nicki's shoes, I don't think you guys would have seen any other choice. And now that she's given Megan the attention, Megan possibly can go number one. Megan did that, and you really couldn't say anything about her for that. I do believe that if Nicki didn't respond to Megan the way that she did, the song wouldn't have the same success as it does right now. But the thing I've learned as a barb for so many years now, you can't control Nicki and what comes out her mouth. That's one of the reasons why people love her so much. She's unhinged and she's gonna say what she wants to say. You can't control her, so why even bother trying? The best thing barbs can do right now is honestly just support Nicki the best way they can, because the attention won't last that long. If Megan really is the artist y'all claim her to be, then her most successful song in recent years wouldn't be a song whose main marketing strategy is Nicki Minaj. We'll just have to wait and see if Megan's next single and album will see the same success that Hiss does, but judging by history and what has happened to Nicki, one thing for certain is that Nicki is not going anywhere. Thank you guys for watching. I'm sorry if this video is a little bit unstructured than my usual videos. I just had to get a lot of things out of my chest. I'm gonna do an updated Nicki v Megan video that is coming up in a few days. I'm just waiting for everything to play out before I release a video. I want to cover really all the details and the whole thing, and I don't want to leave any details behind, so you guys can actually make an informed opinion about this feud. A lot of people might wonder why I'm writing for Nicki so hard, and it's because this woman has really saved my life and she changed my life. And that's the same story for a lot of barbs. Nothing will ever make me hate Nicki because deep down, I know the type of person that Nicki is. Someone who might be flawed but has good intentions at the end of the day. So again, thank you guys so much for watching. Watch out for new content. Yes, I am officially back. Like, this is no joke anymore. I'm officially back. I'm gonna be creating more videos about Nicki, about pop culture, about a lot of various things now. Still mainly about Nicki Minaj because, you know, that's mother. But yeah, thank you so much for watching, guys, and goodbye.